Okay, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to our channel. We are guests here. Special guest, actually, Jowella, yeah, from Singapore,
Yeah.
SpacerX. How should I call you, Jowella or Jowella? Or
Jowella, but you can call me just Joe. It
okay,
works. Yeah.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's been a while, right? Since we need to, have a podcast, but you just make it just today, right? So.
Yeah. I stayed off podcast for a bit because I just didn't want to go live. So now
Yeah,
this
I
is
know.
my
I
first
understand.
podcast after a long time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, before I gotta start with the video, can you share a little bit more about yourself and yeah, how you get into crypto for the very first time?
Okay, so my name is Jowella, as mentioned. So I think how I got into crypto, realistically speaking, my story isn't a very wow. It's not on my entrance. So I
Yeah.
began to look into crypto only at the start of 2021, which is in January. When people started talking about it around me, like I guess the start of the bull market or such. And I was viewing through a lot of memes as well as coin shilling pages.
Yeah.
But I eventually took the first hit by buying a few coins. And
Yeah.
from there, I could say I entered the rabbit hole because I think the number of opportunities that just struck me, and I found it like really fascinating how most of the work or appraisals you get is purely through merit and hard work. So,
Yeah.
I mean, my experience is like right now, even talking to you, you can meet people all over the world who are in positions or countries you'd never dream of getting the chance to meet.
Yes.
And yeah, and also lastly, as a student, I was also just working on my side job, and like every other young adult, you struggle with paying expenses or you struggle to pay your own school study loan and stuff or
Yeah.
whatnot. And I think for me to be able to have a side gig where I could spend time on and at times earn more money than my daily wage, it kept me really motivated to learn about crypto back then.
Yeah, exactly. Because crypto industry is still new industry, right? So there's room for improvement and there's room for learning. So yeah, I completely agree with you because the crypto itself is not about the price. I mean, it's about the community as well, right? That's why we need to gather the community all together, right? So yeah, you it seems to travel a lot lately. I mean, you've been to Indonesia as well, right? To maybe to develop your network. I don't know.
No, so yeah, I've been to Indonesia lately, but that one was purely for I guess a break. I went there to I've been in Indonesia, but obviously I did very touristy things. I went to Bali and I went around Seminyak and then Ubud as well, and I went Mount Batu. But over there, I didn't really meet any crypto people because I thought to myself, I wanted time off to just enjoy. So yeah.
Yeah, I know. You're just chilling right there, right? Because Bali is the crypto hub as well, as well as Singapore. I don't know. Maybe Singapore is crypto friendly. You can talk about it later. So, yeah, since you get involved in the crypto maybe a couple of years ago, what was your aha moment? I mean, when you think that Bitcoin or crypto is here to stay, it's not going anywhere. I mean, what was the moment?
I think after spending a lot of time in the space, you eventually get to understand and observe the developments in the industry. So obviously, after a while, I got warped into this amazing space of talents and giga chat builders. So super smart, wonderful, visionary, and passionate people. And with that being said, it was really hard to believe that crypto wouldn't have an impact or in our everyday lives or processes in the future, in the years to come. So while a lot of things now are, people can say arguably still lacking real relevance, the pace is one to note with, in my opinion. Like people are still building every single day, people are still churning out ideas. And there is a lot of potential in the ideas and technology being put out there from different people around the world, be it layer 1, layer 2, security for NFTs, gaming, or decentralized finance. So I think that was my aha moment. Like I was very involved in the communities. I saw all these people coming up together, and I wanted to be involved in this emerging side of tech and maybe even be part of it. So that's why I'm still here and trying my best, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Because like I said before, like previously mentioned, that the industry is new. So we have no idea who to follow, right? So that's why it's better to build a community, and as long as community get bigger, the utility is there. So yeah, that's the part that people need to deal with. So yeah, you in Singapore, it's solid community right there. Right? I mean, Do Kwon and Zuzu, I don't know, maybe he's like me in undisclosed location, but in Singapore, the community is quite solid, right? To say the least.
So I'm not so sure about this too because I haven't been meeting there.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
I
it's
haven't
okay, it's
had the
okay, it's
chance
okay.
to
Yeah,
meet
yeah,
there.
it's okay.
So
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah, but the Singapore community is pretty strong. It may not only be like Terra community, of course, was quite strong in Singapore, but there was also Solana. There's also Nia. I found out recently. But there's Cosmos. There's all these people coming out from different ends, and they're not per se maximalists. They just
Yeah.
like crypto and they jump on like new things to build on, and they just
Yeah.
discuss about what's coming out. And I think that's the beauty of it because there's a lot of things to learn from people. So I could maybe know this area more well enough better than other people, whereas they can teach me in other areas. And I think that's the beauty of it. You connect with different people, they help you learn, and you progress together.
Absolutely. Maybe, yeah. Quite interesting when you mention maximalist, right? I myself, including myself, is maximalist, but I, don't like to, ask people to do what to do, right? So, but at the same time, I always deliver information for both sides. So, I completely understand for you. So, in Singapore itself, it's more like community driven, right? Is that you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, Singapore itself is more so, I think, driven by the technology. So,
Yes.
I mean, I haven't been exposed to the maximalist side, like even.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's okay. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not too sure. I haven't met a guy who say like, "Oh, Bitcoin is all that you need to invest in." I haven't met that kind of people yet. So yeah.
Yeah, it's not really meet in person or whatsoever. It's all about
Yeah.
people who you follow. I don't know. Maybe you don't follow those things, but maybe like Michael Saylor or something. Yeah, they both
Yeah.
they are massive for sure. But when it become too extreme, I'm not really that kind of person. I don't know. It's just the way I am.
Yeah.
So if I'm not mistaken, there will be like event in Singapore, right, in September. I mean, like Token 2040, 49.
2049.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You will be a speaker in there or what? I don't know.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
speaker.
Sorry. Yeah, I thought you were there. Yeah. But
Yeah.
there is some like rumor or something when they are saying that Zuzu who and Do Kwon who the name of speaker will be replaced. I don't know because of the current situation.
No, no.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe they will be replaced. I don't know. But that's the selling point of the event, right? But at the same time, we need to make sure that the place is maybe what I'm saying, right? And there is no people
Yeah.
who try to grudge against them. So I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure, but they definitely, I guess,
Yeah,
it makes
exactly.
sense for them
Because
to have
you're
to
not
change.
the
Yeah.
committee, right? I'm just expressing my opinion. Maybe you wanna attend there or no?
Yeah. Well, I bought my tickets the moment the announcement came out. And I wanted to get the early bird ticket, so I just like, oh, okay, freak it. It's a good event. I'll just buy the tickets now. So I'm just waiting for the event to come out. September.
Yeah, if I have a time, I will go there as well. Not really using Jakarta, by Batam. Batam, it's close to Singapore,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. It's because the ticket is cheaper, all of that. But let's see what happens. Yeah, that's pretty much about the event, guys. If you're interested, I will share the link in the description so that you guys kind of check it out. So yeah, I will like as the aftermath of Luna and Lunatics, because you mentioned like community in there is say strong, but at the same time, have you ever seen the movies from Joma Trader, who made the
Yeah.
Luna movies? It's not
Yeah.
exactly like that, or it just there is something meme involved. I don't know.
Okay, I watched very briefly, but
Yeah.
I guess it does make sense. Like it's meant to be satire, but it actually does make sense. But I think in terms of aftermath of Luna and Lunatics, right? So I think everyone knows what went on. Essentially, there was like the DPEG event, which led to a white market sell-off of, I think at the point in time they said $40 over billion worth of assets, like current assets. And I think everyone just didn't know what to say at the start, considering how quick it happened. So different projects shifted off, and some expanded multi-chain. Some went to build their own app chain like Jira, but a lot didn't really know where to go. Tokens no longer really held much value anymore. Treasuries got whacked really hard. So how are people meant to develop any further? And basically everyone, including the community themselves, like you can call it retail investors, was just kind of on the fence, even when they announced a new chain called Terra 2.0. I think personally for me, because as you may know, I held quite a huge role in, per se, community building. I don't know. And I think it definitely occurred to me how I should have been more pragmatic. So there is the tradition about causing harm to people who may look up to you when you grow bigger as an account. So there's a huge responsibility to take real caution, as you don't know who may be taking your tweets really seriously. So now I guess, shit post, if that's what you call it. But yeah, I met with a few people as well, be it friends I met from the community or my own real life friends, and everyone's been doing way better and just moving on forward. And I think that's the importance of it. And yes, the recovery process wasn't easy. Like we all lost money, we all lost like a vision, I guess you can say that. But it's not going to stop anyone else from building what they really believe in the future. And that's how I think things just move forward. You have to do that. Yeah.
Absolutely, because it's kind of unprecedented as well, because it's the macro environment in the bear market, right? And then they, like contagion happened all of a sudden. So the Luna blew up, and the Bitcoin reserve got liquidated as well. So then right now Luna have been moving to Luna 2.0, right? I mean, is that bringing stablecoin as well? Because it's also mentioned in the film, right? I don't know.
In my knowledge, or to my knowledge, there will not be a stablecoin, but I'm not so sure if projects are working on a new concept. So that one I'm not too sure, but I mean, exactly. I personally know that there won't be a stablecoin. So I don't know. People may be building it, so good luck. But I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't know what are they, against the algorithmic stablecoin, because maybe they try to, like, I don't know, toe-to-toe against MakerDAO or something. But it's completely two different story, right? When you offer too much yield and you become the yield. I don't know. That's the way of crypto works. So since like you maybe got born. Yeah, I saw one of your tweets that you went from 3 figures to 6 figures to finally 4 figures. I mean, yeah, it's such a roller coaster, right? I mean, how you deal with the depression, because you, I mean, have a mental breakdown after the aftermath, right? I don't know. Maybe you did the therapy or something like that, or you make you feel like, I don't know. It's a kind of classic question, but at the same time, people treat depression differently, right? So I want to ask this question. Yeah.
So I think maybe people my age can relate. First thing first, you're still young. Like that's what I say. You're still young. There's so many things ahead of you, especially in this industry, right? It's also nascent. But everyone's circumstances are different. I have to remember that. And for me, I wouldn't say it was really like the best for me, but I was really happy or lucky to have very supportive people around me at that point in time. And I think it's all really like a hardcore mental fight. You have to force yourself to tune out whatever negativity you may be facing or have from others. Like it's very difficult, but you have to focus on what you can control. You have to shift yourself out of that mindset and build a new path. And for me, I spent a lot of time like really by myself to reflect on what went wrong personally and how I can change it up for the better. So be it probably more like I said, pragmatic education, learning how you can better risk manage. But one thing for me, I think shifting your priorities back into place. Hovering down on your losses is really toxic. Like I lost count of how many times I thought like, oh, what if I did this? I should have done this. Yeah. But the thing is, you can't. Like it's already gone. So just move on with it and build up again. That's how I dealt with it. So it's just forcing yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Because at the same time, you quote unquote like become the influencer, right? I mean, you have followers that maybe involves a lot of big players, and people try to find a scapegoat, and you get a blame on, right? So that's why I've been there before, done that. So I try to reach out to you before, right? And as long as I can, as soon as I can, so that maybe you, I don't know, you never walk alone to deal with this kind of situation, right? I don't know.
Yeah, nice reference, but yeah, I think when it first began, it's fair to say there was really quite a lot of like negative feedback, or more so comments, but I took it too hard at first, and I think it's something where, like I said, when you grow bigger, you have to take that responsibility. You have to be more cautious, and I didn't do that. Like, in all honesty, I didn't do that. I just say whatever I want, and people may argue. You have the freedom to do that, but at the same time, if you know there are people out there who may take you really seriously,
absolutely,
so be it. Just take more caution. It doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's happened to all the operation, not only the crypto markets, happen in stock market and happen in the, and other instrument. But what I'm saying is that to deal with this depression, people have their own approach, to deal with them. So, I luckily you overcome those obstacles, and you become the better person in the near future, so that maybe this kind of not really experiment, I mean experience, it's like a blessing in disguise, I mean, for the future you. So yeah, I completely agree with that. So it's no leverage, right, involved. It's just you put a money in there, right? So no leverage, right?
No. So before May or somewhere in the early, I made the mistake of staking more than what I own or what I was supposed to have. But yeah, I didn't do any leverage. So I basically cleared up all my loans, all my debts, because I consider myself to be quite conservative, I guess, in a sense. So yeah.
Absolutely. That's why you tweeted like from 6 figures, from 3 figures to 6 figures. Yeah, I don't want to repeat it again, but we already see the ups and downs, guys. So guys, you guys can implement those things if you dealt with depression. With the depression. So that's pretty much about it. And then I ask a lot of question again. Since you like building community again with Coinhall, what's your approach this time around? I mean, maybe some people still find you as a scapegoat or something. But what approach that you do with Coinhall that you do differently this time around?
So for in terms of Coinhall, it's slightly different because it's not really personal content. You have to match it according to what the organization or product, in this case, Coinhall, right? Like what services are we providing? So in terms of community building in Coinhall itself, I feel like it's more so being active on the platform, keeping up with people, talking to different people. Like it could be the core teams or the core community or all these kind of representatives. You keep up the podcasts, you keep up with the governance proposals, written content, whatever. So among communities, it's very easy to find people who are like-minded. I mean, that's why they all got together in the first place, right?
Yep.
So people want to talk, share their ideas, listen to like-minded people. So make that happen for them. You listen to their feedback, you have solid contact with them, value their ideas and motivations. And this is important because I think you're building for people, you're building for users. So growing your own niche community is like the start key to long-term marketing success for most projects. And then from there, you just kickstart. It's like I guess you can say network effect.
Yeah, it's all about network effects, when it comes like to technology adoption and also combine it with the community. And I saw that maybe a couple of weeks ago when you created a Twitter space. I tried to jump in there, but unfortunately, maybe I'm late. All of that, so I don't, really, involved in from the very beginning. So maybe that's the way to build a community. And I completely understand network effects comes to play in order to get the community get bigger over time, right? So
yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So for those people who have no idea about Coinhall is all about, maybe you can share a little bit more about the overview of Coinhall that maybe people find it interested in.
Should I share my screen? show the website.
If you share your screen, like maybe wait. I tried to multi-fair. Yeah, can you go ahead?
I can. Yep.
You can.
Okay.
Oh, can you?
1 moment. Yeah, should be. Am I able to?
Yeah. You already share your
Okay.
screen. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the website, coinhall.org. People can go and see it. So Coinhall essentially is like a real-time charting and analytics platform. So we also have a DEX aggregator and we run validators and some when it works. So just some insight before the crash, Coinhall was like the third application on Terra by monthly active users, traffic, and HotSwap, our DEX aggregator, actually grossed about 1.5 billion in transaction volume.
Yeah.
So for Ethereum people, maybe some common comparisons refer to 1inch, DEX screener, and Stick. And
Yeah.
we started with Terra and have now expanded to Juno. Over here you can see Juno, and then with more chains like Near in the works. So some background story behind our name. Back in July 2021, the founders initially wanted to name it after an important building in StarCraft. So where the background would be where users can retreat back to or start in the game. And so eventually they settled on Coinhall, which can be related to a guild town or a town hall where information stays and is accessible to the community, which is what we aim for, because with all these price charts, we want people to be able to access all the trading information. So over here, you can see data basically is indexed in real time on chain as soon as the new blocks are detected. So for Coinhall, it will reflect the price of the latest on-chain swap on that corresponding DEX, which is over here Astropod. So for example, if you refer to the transaction data below the separate this is ENC-USD, right? ENC-USD chart. The price should be latest on that DEX. So you see over here is 2.71 ish. Then over here it's slightly different because it's on the loop DEX. And so for those traders, we have full trading view integrators integrated as well. Yeah, so I don't chart. Like,
exactly. Because the nature of like automated market maker is you have no slippage, right? I mean that's why it's not maybe liquid or all that, but it's not the bug, it's the feature, by the way. So you guys if you find this as a solution, this is the way, because it's kind of like 1inch aggregator, right? I mean DEX aggregator with maybe they print their own token or no?
So for us, HotSwap, right? As this over here, you can see we're only available on Terra Classic for HotSwap, by the way.
Okay.
So
exactly.
HotSwap is a DEX aggregator of which we are not using our own DEX, or neither are we using our own liquidity. So it's all using the underlying DEXs. Like right here, you see HotSwap. You see Loop, right, and all that. And the thing is, what happens is this will route through all DEXs and help you get the best rate possible. So the issue with the separate DEXs is normally the trades don't update in real time. So the estimated output is always different, or sorry, not changed, or it's like not updated. And then over here, the DEX aggregator will just help you get best rate possible.
Yeah, it's that's the point of the aggregator, but that's why Uniswap, or I don't want to mention brand, but what I'm saying is that the DEX aggregator is the way to go, because I think that's something that is not really like the bugs. I think it's the feature of the automated market maker, right? So that's pretty much about it. And Coinhall is one of those solutions that's maybe prevent those what I'm saying slippage from happening, right? I don't know. Maybe you have another advantages with using this Coinhall or something like that.
So on another end, like we have another feature called Stick to Subscribe.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Oh, have you heard of Stick to Subscribe? Like you were in the Terra. I don't know. Okay, I just introduced quickly. So
so
exactly,
it's okay.
We have a Stick to Subscribe model over here. So you know how with like I guess Web2 models, businesses they make you essentially pay have out of pocket expenses. So you pay for the product to try out the product or something with a upfront expense. But the thing is, paywalls are normally very tricky for the consumer, especially if there's no trial option. So it doesn't exactly make sense for people to also have to fork out funds for public good.
Yeah.
So with this stick to subscribe model, basically you just you stick your tokens on the network itself, and then you can get through our validator node on Terra, and then you get premium features like reduced hot swap fees, extra price alerts, and more historical transactions. So these are based off the amount of Luna that you stake. So I guess to sum up, we could say we wanted to reward our users who were committed to the network and for supporting our platform while providing value accrual back into the ecosystem. So Coinhall queries what you're staking and changes your UI or features that you can access in real time. So I mean, that is a free tier. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the differences, I guess. If you find it interesting, I will share in the description. And the point is that is kind of like 1 inch, but with the better feature and also the better UI. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to just because people can just by themselves. And what I see right now, it's it's dumping. I don't know. Yeah, it's the way to. Exactly. It's okay. Yeah. So is it something like the interoperability or something? Because when it comes like into interoperability, it's all about L2, right? Layer 2, right? And second layer solution. But is it really sustainable? Because in layer 2, as we know, they print their own token, and I don't know, maybe like you said before, Coinhall using the what is called Luna, right?
I think in terms of interoperability, I would probably use Cosmos as an example instead. So okay, there's this saying called interoperability is a future, right? Where you always hear people
exactly.
And so let's take, for example, like the best way I explain it to people that are not in crypto is like, what if a message sent from your Android phone to your iPhone didn't work? And what if you could only send like bank transactions within the same bank itself? That would be terrible. Like you can't scale your operations. It's inefficient. Like people will get frustrated using it. So Cosmos, also known as Internet of Blockchains, started the core idea of ensuring a decentralized internet infrastructure rather than a fragmented one. So Tendermint, Cosmos SDK, IBC technology, these three make it really easy for chains to connect, which essentially means that any multi-chain assets can be easy to port over with simply a few clicks. Like within Kepler itself, you can send osmosis assets all around. And so now there can be a wider range of cross-chain applications available for the masses. So I think for Coinhall, interoperability is very important. As you can see, we are already planning to expand to other chains across the IBC, given our home started there, and we want to support the broader crypto community and alleviate information asymmetry, allowing people to access data that they can use for trading honestly at the tip of their fingers. So we have received really awesome support from both the Terra and Juno community so far, and we are really looking forward to launch on Near.
Yeah, you have a collaboration with Juno, right? And then you use Near protocol as well. As far as concerned, I think as far as I know, I mean, Near protocol launched their own stablecoin as well, right? But you correct me if I'm wrong. And is that happening right, anytime soon, right?
No, I think it's already been launched called USN.
Okay, so because one of those NFT marketplace from Indonesia called Paras, Paras is using the Near protocol as well,
I've seen. I think that one of the best performing NFT marketplaces. I didn't know they were Indonesian though.
Yes, exactly. But it's I don't want to mention this, but in fact, it's related to exposure of 3AC. I don't know the Near protocol, but let's see what's gonna happen, because there is no right and wrong in this as long as a community building on it, and there is nothing wrong with that, right? So that's pretty much about it. And then you mentioned a lot about the your tweet lately. Maybe I just find it all over the place. That's why I a little bit be curious about idempotency. I mean, what was it? I mean, it's just something that's really viral recent days, right?
Oh, sorry, you're talking about the Sway blockchain?
Idempotency. You tweet that a lot. I mean, wait, I will share the screen if one of your tweets that
check.
this one yeah. Can you like see my screen now? With near and sharding and idempotency, and you share a lot. I mean.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just saw my tweet. So basically, what this means is, from my understanding, okay, idempotency is like
exactly. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I didn't get that. So it's like the ability to repeat a transaction, but have the end state the same. So this was explained by my friend who's a developer. So for example, if you're making a payment and you accidentally do that payment twice without idempotency protections, you end up paying twice with the recipient paying twice.
Yeah.
So does that make sense?
Yeah, is that like double spending or something like that? Because Bitcoin tried to overcome those obstacles. I mean, like to prevent those what is called double spending from happening. I don't know. Maybe this is something you try to achieve. But I don't know, because you mentioned NIR as well, right, in the tweet.
Okay, so this one is actually on the Sway blockchain, so it's different. Okay. So NIR is more towards the like Nightshade, which is the sharding technology to, I guess, theoretically increase the scalability, whereas Sway blockchain does that on a different level, like different tech. So I was looking at these two blockchains, and I think I was just interested, looking at the dividing arguments between people starting their own app chains right now. Like you see how they're all moving on to Cosmos to build their own sovereign blockchains like DYDX, and then you look at these chains where people are still building layer ones, but with different technologies, all aiming at the same thing: higher scalability and faster network.
Yeah, it's all about like you said before, it's all about like network effect. Like when interoperability chain is here to stay, but winner takes all, right? We all know that. I mean, when winner takes all, there is some blockchain who gonna disappear, right? Just part of the free market, right? So that's pretty much about it. That's pretty much about it, I guess, about the idempotency and also about the the interoperability. If you have no idea whatsoever what's going on, so you can rewind this conversation about or Jowella tried to explain about it before, right? So that's pretty much about it. So I want to ask again some question. I mean, you said like before, the community Singapore is getting stronger, right? Particularly after the lunatics and Afternath or all that. But what about the Web3 woman itself? I mean, you consider yourself as a Web3 queen, or maybe you have woman empowerment in getting involved in crypto? I don't know.
Okay, my take is fine. I'll just start. I think it's definitely growing, like women in Web3. Okay. Yeah. And I admire a lot of figures out there like Lee Nelden, Tasha Labs. These two, I follow tweets a lot. I think Lee Nelden is actually a Bitcoin maximalist, if I'm not wrong. And I'm not too sure. Okay, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
But I really enjoy like the macroeconomic tips. So I'm also working alongside a really amazing female colleague as well, who's very competent and smart. She actually quit her Web2 job for a Web3 job. And I think the space is expanding, and it's definitely nice to see much wider support where it doesn't matter who you are or what you are. But at the same time, it's really nice to see a female representation among bigger crowds as well. But as I mentioned before earlier in this podcast, I think the work you do here is majorly based on merits. So it's great to see like a diverse up and coming pool of talents targeting something so nascent in this industry, and no one really understands or know exactly what's the right way up. So all that matters is that people, whether you're man or male, see a common vision for technology in the years ahead. And of course, everyone deserves respect, right? So it doesn't matter whether you have, I don't know, or nice way to say you have a vagina or you have a dick, right? It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Like, you're judged by your work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. I mean, I completely understand. I mean, doesn't matter when it comes to like gender, right? Getting involved in crypto, all that. But at the same time, when people especially women. Maybe it's kind of subjective for myself. This is what what I see so far. I mean, like women not getting into crypto maybe because of the male-dominated space. I mean, they try to. I don't know. Maybe it's a little too much about the experience of all of that, but it's all opinion. I mean, especially with I don't know, maybe toxic maximalist or that. So, yeah, you become the Web3 woman. I mean, that's the um, better. I mean, yeah, development for the industry. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Right? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, definitely understand.
Yeah, and all that, and yeah, super always web driven. And as you can see, maybe on my last recent podcast, I involve women a lot. Even though that they, yeah, doesn't mean that is the male is not gonna invite it, but it is like what is called in English is
No,
like
for sure.
double two swords, yeah, double-edged swords, right? I mean, when you try to invite a man, you get just like patriarchy or something. When you try to invite a woman, you get just as a I don't know, maybe like predator or something. I don't know. Maybe that's the way.
Oh no, okay, so for me, I don't think of it that way. So I hope that gives you some comfort. But I feel like it's a good thing that you're training more women. Like, don't get me wrong, it's definitely really good.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, I feel like it's more so based on merit. Like, okay, you get these people view this. I mean, it's definitely really nice to see. Like, I think compared to last year, I wasn't really active, but I think at the point of time when I first entered, there wasn't really a lot of females, or more so maybe the females were staying anonymous. And
Absolutely.
I didn't know who's, yeah. But right now, with the recent events, when I go to conferences, and even sometimes the head of conferences, they could be females leading the event, and I think that's amazing. But whether male or female, at the end of the day, all working towards the same vision, and everyone believes in the same thing.
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
find that beautiful. Like, you connect people all over there, from all over the world.
Absolutely. Yeah, because that's the point of decentralization, right? And yeah, there is no like boundaries to connect with people all over the world. So gender is also not necessarily the case, right? And then we need to like unite, and also to maybe promote women a little bit more into crypto. Even though like I statistically, I don't know, I have no idea what's the numbers, right? In numbers. So but basically, I what I can do is to to bring value to the community, right? By inviting women or something to my podcast, right? I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. So what about the future plans of Coinhall itself? I mean, maybe you try to add another features, or is that enough? Because like you said before, it's all about network effect, right? And network effect doesn't come out of the blue, right? I mean, right away. So maybe you have another idea or plans that maybe Coinhall trying to achieve, or
I think right now, right? Sorry, not I think. It's more so like we are definitely building more features, so more so
okay.
trying to find things that are really relevant to what people need right now, actual product that will solve people's needs. I mean, from on a basic level, we will still focus on providing information and helping the index assets to help people from all over the world access, trading information that they can have in real time across all kind of chains, like we expect it to near within the next few weeks. But of course, I mean, in the bear market, it's particularly hard to build because you don't really have a wide user base.
Yeah.
Everyone just leaves off, and at the end of the day, who really stays? But at the same sense, you cannot let things like that deter you, because you're working towards the future, and obviously, who's to say within the next few months things will pick it up again. And it's whether your business have a moat,
Yeah.
and obviously everyone's trying to achieve that, and whether it's relevant or not, you gotta ensure that. And so my pronunciation went off for me.
Yeah,
Ensure
exactly.
that, and then yeah.
Is the way to grasp the whole not really the the ecosystem, also the technology itself, right? By bringing some the new features that maybe Coinhall try to achieve, right? In the particular near future, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, at this point of time, we're still building, so no worries at all. Soon to come more. Yeah, right now, people can just people can view our website now and access all these real-time charts and analytics.
Yeah, especially in the bear market, that's the better way to build. You know, I mean, maybe in the bull market, when bull market comes, you get the the success you deserve. I don't know. Yeah, that's the point of building, right? So, yeah, I understand. You know, or maybe you mentioned about the bear market before. And NFT purchase also hits all-time low or something like that. It is all about the macro as well. So I think it's you're right before, but at the same time, it's better to build something in a bear market rather than the bull market. That's why I keep doing what I'm doing. I hope you saw. I don't know.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. So, yeah, it's just for fun. No financial advice. Maybe you still see this maybe for the next 2 years. I mean, you have maybe don't. I mean, like no financial advice. I mean, do you still like bullish? I mean, for the next 2 years or?
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because you remove the question, right, about specific price. Maybe it's not, it's not.
Right.
I don't know, responsible all of that. So I just for the long term. I mean, because the market is kind of turbulent right now, but in turmoil. So I think we all agree it's gonna be bullish, but it's a bumpy road, right, to deal with. So it's gonna go up. Number go up, right? I don't know, but at the same time,
I mean,
it's never going to be
no one knows. Yeah, no one knows what will go up or what will go down. But I think in general,
we never know.
You still be in this space, and you eventually see opportunities. You know what I mean? And I guess to say in general, my market sentiment is bullish. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, we can never, what the future holds. We can never predict that. What I'm saying is that, focus on what you control, and that's the better way to build your, not only the industry, but also your career as well, right? So, yeah, the better way to approach this kind of environment, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much about it. Okay, I think that's it for today. Thank you, Jowella, for coming. It's been a pleasure to to meet you here, guys. If you're interested in Coinhall, I will share the link in the description, and leave a like and subscribe to our channel, guys.